Boys and girls, good morning, apes and apettes. It is June 2nd, 2021. It's currently 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we are having a wild pre-market. As it currently stands, AMC is up 39.29%, almost 40% in pre-market. The shares are at $44.63 a piece. Wow. Well, it's going to be a wild day, guys. Get ready. So just to recap, last night I made a video about disabling the lend button on your WEBULL app or Robinhood app. I had talked about Superstonk's video, and I'm going to show his website, his YouTube channel. And back on May 18th, he did an interview with Wes Christian, who I actually did a video about 3 weeks ago, talking about the Wall Street Conspiracy movie, which miraculously I cannot find on YouTube anymore. It seems to be gone, but I basically broke it down like under 15 minutes. I think it was a 2-hour movie. But anyways, he in this interview talks about the massive failure of FTDs and naked shorts that are going on in the market right now, that the GME whole shenanigan exposed. And the interview is great. It's awesome. I say if you have an hour and a half, sit down and watch it. I totally suggest that you do. But if you don't, for the next 4 nights, I will pull 4 highlights from the interview, and we'll go over them together just to break them down and to better understand what is going to happen when she squeezes, because it's going to be massive. I just think we have no idea how many FTDs and naked shorts are out there. There's got to be hundreds of millions. Once you see and understand how he breaks it down, how they've been able to get away with it this long. He tried putting an end to it back in 2009, and all they've done since then is pay fines when they aren't able to come up with the shares. So they've literally had no one watching them. All right, well, let's get into what we're going to talk about this morning before the market opens. Without further ado,
cue the speeder.
And you just said that on camera. This going viral.
Guys, we're on the road to 500 subscribers. Thank you for all your support. Hopefully today is the day I earn your subscription. So I want to talk to you guys this morning about the FUD, especially you new apes. It's something you have to understand that is going to be out there no matter what we do, no matter how high we go, no matter how hard we squeeze. They're going to continue to flush the media with this FUD. And for those of you who don't know, FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Basically, it's created by the media with the backing of the financial world and Wall Street to make you sell your stocks, to panic. And yesterday, during trading hours, there were 3 different pieces on CNBC of some talking head telling the world that the theater industry is done and we're never going back to it the way it was pre-pandemic. Excuse me. And, you know, they say this and it flies right in the face of the numbers that are coming out that same day. I mean, this lady, Sarah Fisher, well, let me just play what she says. Here's her take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a sign of desperation. This is not a crowd or a community that, you know, to Sylvia's point, is evaluating this stock based off of fundamentals. And so for him to even be addressing it, to me, doesn't make much sense. What Adam Aron needs to be focusing on is getting his fundamentals in order, figuring out how he's going to one day, if he ever can, make revenue again. I mean, I don't expect that theater attendance is ever going to bounce back to pre-pandemic levels. So there needs to be a game plan, whether or not he's going to raise more cash, et cetera. And sort of stepping into the meme stock world, to me, feels like a huge distraction right now.
Hey, Sylvia, if you were Adam Aron, what would you do right now? I give you the keys to the kingdom. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think I would try to focus on the fundamentals. I think I would try to focus on paying off the debt, try to get people back into the theater, you know, advertise the fact that social distancing, you know, cleaning of epic resorts is being done in the theaters every day, really advertising these hot movies like A Quiet Place 2 and trying to make the theater experience more interesting.
But do you think people, hold on, and I'm curious to both, Sarah, I'll go to you on this. Do you think that people are not going to the movie theaters because they're scared of COVID? I think that there's probably some fear of that. Or do we think that there's been a secular change that is forever, and that people are going to want to watch movies at home. And maybe they're going to go out to the movies once in a while as a sort of a big night. That'd be like a big event, but that it's not going to be the same thing ever again.
Andrew, the movie theater business has fundamentally changed because of the pandemic, and it is never going back. Look, there might be some people who are hesitant because of the coronavirus, but most people are vaccinated. At this point, if people are choosing not to go to the theater, I think it's a lot of them making the calculation that they can get a cheaper or a better or more convenient deal at home. Even look at Cruella. I mean, Cruella was supposed to go toe-to-toe with A Quiet Place 2 this weekend at the box office, but it brought in less than half of the revenue. Why? Because a lot of people out there, I'm assuming, thought, hey, for $30, I can get my entire family to sit around on our couch at home and watch this. It makes perfect economic sense. And if you look at the way theater windows are shrinking, this is going to be the reality from now on. So do not expect pre-pandemic theater-going levels to increase.
The Sorkin family was one of those that shelled out the $30 for Cruella. And it was worth it. It was worth it, Disney and Mr. Chapek and Mr. Iger. It was worth it. Sarah and Sylvia, thank you.
So, guys, I can't prove Sarah Fisher isn't getting fat stacks from Wall Street and the hedge funds for her reporting from Axios Media. She talks about how he needs to focus on raising capital. At the same time, he just raised $260 million without even lifting a finger. And we know he's flush with cash till 2023. We have enough money in this. He has enough money right now to keep him going until 2023. And we're not including any revenue that's coming in. I mean, the box office did $255 million this weekend. No one's talking about it. A Quiet Place 2, they barely briefly mentioned it. It just broke all post-pandemic records with $57 million in ticket sales. But they won't tell you that, right? And then Disney thing of the $30, you know, Disney's in a bad place right now. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of kids want to see Cruella. But the people who have money, because it's not the kids who have the money. It's the parents, right? The adults went out to go see A Quiet Place 2. People probably went on dates. Family members probably went out. Older people. The people who have the money are going to the movies. That's all I care about. I don't care if the less screaming kids in the theater, the better for me. It makes my theater experience much more enjoyable. So for you new apes, there's going to be a ton of that FUD. You're going to see it. Like I said, there were three pieces just alone on CNBC yesterday. You just got to mentally block it out. You got to be tough. Time in hand. I'll be back later tonight with the second part of that Wes Christian interview and the fiasco that he has uncovered with the GameStop Robinhood mess. We'll be talking about the FTDs and how Wall Street was able to hide all those FTDs basically by going long. And for you new apes, get ready for today because it's going to be a wild ride. I mean, we're already up almost 40% on the stock for the day. I don't know what to expect. We could go through the roof today. We could pass $50, $100. I don't know. I can't predict the future. But right now we're on an upwards trend. We're in a bull flag. So the chances of us going up today and maybe finding some level of consolidate over 40 is probably definitely a possibility. So guys, let's hold, let's buy, let's hold. The squeeze hasn't even started yet. This is just FOMO. The squeeze is going to be off the chains. I can't even imagine. I know I got a ton of green in my account right now. Money I've never seen before in my life. I haven't sold one share. Not one. That's all I got for this morning, gang. Good luck today. Stay strong. And as always, I'm the Massillorian, and I'm out.